Mondli Gungubele is the Minister in the Presidency and joins us via our telephone line for his reflections about, the passing of Emeritus Desmond Tutu. And, Minister, thank you for your time. It certainly isn't the kind of news that anybody would have wanted to hear, especially at a time for family and really just Thanksgiving. But because of the legacy that he leaves behind, we're also able to infuse this moment with the great lessons that Desmond Tutu has left.
Thank you very much, Ayanda, and thanks to your viewership. Indeed, it's not an appropriate time to hear this, especially about such an icon, such a great human being who actually is a face of human harmony for his entire life. The President of the Republic, in acknowledging this development, and the departure, which is sad, of the champion of humanity, human harmony, human rights, the face of the global human movement for the human triumph, who fought for the poor, the vulnerable, took this opportunity to extend condolences to the family of the Tutu family, to the Tutu family, and to the entire country, to the entire globe, to ask all South Africans to actually pause and mourn this greatest icon, somebody who all his life was in the forefront in charting the way of the path towards the path of our national certificate, the Constitution in 1996. A third loss indeed. We repeat, the President extends the condolences.
Yeah. Most notable, of course, as we sort of look back at the contribution that this icon has made, is taking stock of how his influence, for lack of a better term, reached even beyond the walls of any church, because of just how universal sometimes even the values he preached actually were.
That's a great, the defining part of the leadership of the bishop, and in the sense that he ensured that he was representing harmony in the entire religious sector across different religions, both from the church and inter-church harmony, including the human harmony. The man who stood for peace, who believed that you cannot address the problems of the vulnerable, and even South Africa cannot be seen to be prospering without reconciliation, without human beings living in peace amongst themselves. He took it upon himself to accept leadership of the South African Council of Churches sometimes, and a number of religious forums, in ensuring that religious communities on behalf of ensuring that humanity is totally recognized and equal across race and ethnicity.
You speak about leadership. Of course, now the attention will be on the government that you represent when we try to look for leadership, not only through this moment, but certainly through many other moments to come, in a context where Desmond Tutu is still lauded for taking this country through a difficult time. Speak to us about, government's ways of remembering Desmond Tutu at this stage, again, not only just for today, but certainly in the weeks, perhaps even years ahead.
And the Bishop Emeritus represents the greatest example of leadership in pursuit of human prosperity and resilience and unrelenting stances against any behavior that seeks to undermine what is key for human prosperity, what undermines what human beings stands for. And he will always be remembered for fearlessly pointing a finger at any one of us, whether you are a party, whether you are a main party in South Africa being the ANC. It crashed the consciences of everyone, irrespective of their stance in the manner he did during apartheid, he continued post-94 to be the watchdog and the champion of the human interest, irrespective of whatever direction that threatens it.
Absolutely. Mondli Gungubele is the Minister in the Presidency, joining us via our telephone line. Sir, thanks very much indeed for your reflections.